Hey, my name's Prod. I'm a support player for XSET, and this is my episode of Nerf or Buff. Okay, so the way that Nerf or Buff works, if something's overrated, I'm going to nerf it, and if something's underrated, I'm going to buff it. Let's get started. Dragon Ball Z, I think definitely underrated because they added Dragon Ball Z Super, and that was like the best when like Goku goes like Ultra Instinct against Jiren, and I always like tweet out the Jiren gif before my games, like the night before, just because he's like the most powerful character other than Goku. But like he was still powerful, more powerful than Goku, and Goku needed like help to defeat him. But that's probably my favorite anime. Certified Lover Boy, Drake's new album. I would say like properly rated, but I would probably buff it just because like Certified Lover Boy is probably like the first song on there, and that's my favorite song on it. But I haven't listened to the whole album yet, but it's still a buff just because it's great. Donda needs to be nerfed though, for sure. Coastline.
2 hours later.
A lot of people don't like Coastline, but it's like properly rated. So it's like, I want to nerf it just because everybody hates that map. The rework's actually not that bad, so maybe it's a buff. But back on the old one before rework, like you used to just be able to like camp on the roof and hold everybody's rotates. But new Coastline's a lot better than old Coastline, so probably a buff. Conor McGregor, dang, he's my favorite fighter, but he's lost a few fights. It's a tough one. I really wanted him to beat Dustin Poirier, but he just hurt his leg. I think buff. I want him to like come back and win a few fights just because it's McGregor, and he's like the most fun to watch and best at promoting his fights, so probably a buff for me. Cold showers, buff for sure. 100% buff. They're the best. Like, not enough people take cold showers. It wakes you up in the morning. It's just mental warfare. You just gotta like get that mental dub in the day at the very start. If you wake up, go to take a shower and just take an ice cold shower, it's the best. Like you just start off on a mental dub. It just right foot forward every day. Titanic nerf, terrible movie. Other than the scene where Jack's holding Rose on the front of the boat, that's the best part. Sushi, buff for sure. It's my favorite. If I could eat sushi every day, I probably would. A lot of people don't like it. It's an acquired taste, but it's also like texture, so I really like it. And plus I love rice with it, so I always get nigiri. But I just tried sea urchin recently for the first time, and that was not good. Not good at all. Twitter, buff for sure. The best social media app. They need to add fleets back and like make it a permanent thing. I think fleets were dope. I love like the talk spaces to where like everybody can just like, you can start a talk space and like the whole community can just like join in and listen. It's just like kind of like a podcast type deal. So I think Twitter's definitely should get a buff. It's the best social media platform by far. Meal prepping, buff for sure. That's key to like trying to get fit and like get your body right. Like you have to meal prep because like anytime you're sitting there like hungry and wanting to go get food or like, dang, I should like eat chicken and rice, and then you just start looking at DoorDash or like Uber Eats, you're just like, why would I order chicken and rice for like $15 when I can spend $15 on like burger, fries, and a soda or something? So daiko is the best soda, by the way. Hasbullah, buff for sure. I love that kid. He's just like, I thought he was like an actual kid, and I found out he was like 19 or something. His attitude, he was like a Khabib fan, or not fan, but he's like a part of like their little like clique, I guess. So Hasbullah, buff for sure. FPL and NA was great at the start, and it's kind of gone downhill ever since then. Probably a nerf. It's definitely overrated because like the people that aren't in FPL really want to be in it, but it's also like the pros and like even like top of the CL players, like when you queue in there like at the start seasons ago, like you really wanted to play to get better and like learn from pros, like and like play like a competitive setting, and it's like now you just queue up and it's like it's just ranked without cheaters. So probably a nerf. I think some players need to be removed and tighten it up a little bit. The Dark Knight, that's the best Batman. That's the best one. Buff for sure. Heath Ledger was the best Joker. I don't care how many times they add a new Joker. Heath Ledger's the best one by far. The Batman movie with Bane and it's pretty good, but The Dark Knight's the best one by far. Heath Ledger carried that movie. All right, that concludes my episode of Nerf or Buff. Be sure to tune in every week and check it out. Shout out to the boys, Xavier, Dylan, Tim, and Nate. Shout out to all the fans of XSET. Thanks for watching.